What's up, you son of a bitch? The connection between the PS3 and OBS is very finicky because it just defaults to not letting you access HDCP or whatever. So here we go. We're playing Mass Effect 2. Import ME2 Shepard. We're looking for place.to. Yes, level 48. All right. Yeah, so this is a Mass Effect channel now. This is a BioWare channel. How do you feel about that, everybody? We've shifted directions. I'm definitely playing on Insanity. For sure I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. They have heavily upgraded weapons and use their powers mercilessly. That sounds great. I'm not sure if I've completed the game on hardcore, but I'm just gonna go straight for Insanity. I'm gonna see. I guess worst case scenario, I'll change it. I don't know if that's a thing. Why would I not want subtitles? I can't read. That's why you don't want subtitles if you can't read. I kind of want accent. I kind of want to just like micromanage everything, especially if I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. I want to keep myself alive. Yeah, I kind of want to micromanage. No, I don't even want them to use defensive and. Nah, I guess that's fine. Does this even matter? And will I be able to switch from Infiltrator? I'm totally fine with keeping Infiltrator in this game. I'd rather have some use of biotics. I was not Paragon. Also, I think I was close the whole game, but like dialogue-wise, I'm Renegade Shep, and in this game, I'm gonna be Renegade Shep. Like I have to be for certain dialogue options. I have to play as Renegade Shep. Rex survived Vermeer. That was actually a lot easier than I expected it to be, because I got his armor beforehand, and he just was like, alright, whatever, Shepard, whatever we want to do here. Caden's dead, because his voice actor is very bad in Mass Effect 3. Save the Council, and Udina is the human counselor. I think, like, it was close, Renegade and Paragon throughout the whole game, and then I saved the Council just for the consistent character models. Because in Mass Effect 3, they're just the same character, regardless of which counselor is alive or dead. So I just saved them for the consistency of it, and I think it boosted my Paragon over my Renegade. But just by a little bit.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for. Saving the Citadel, even saving the Council. Humanity has the trust of the entire galaxy. And still, it's not enough.
Our sacrifices have earned the Council's gratitude, but Shepard remains our best hope.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
Just for everybody's knowledge, I romanced Liara in the first game. I think I'm gonna romance Jacob in this game, even though I don't really like him. But I've done it with everybody else. Every other male romance. Besides, like, Thane. I could romance Thane. That's possible also. That'd be interesting. Actually, I think I have done I don't know. I'll think about it.
Disengaging FTL drives.
It's between those two.
Emission sinks active.
That's if you know anything about this game, by the way.
Board is green. We are running silent.
We're back on the Normandy.
We're wasting our time.
We're wasting our
4
time.
days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could pop.
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Resonating barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
There's Liara barreling her way to us.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time? Ah! I'm not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either. Get to the damn shuttles! I'll haul Joker's crippled ass out of here.
Also, I love you. I'm sorry.
Shepard! Get the hell out of here! Everybody in! Go, go, go!
You know, at this point, that's I just yelled at her, get her ass out of here. That's the last time I speak to her. Alright, we'll rip it. Alright.
Mayday! 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 This is SSV Normandy! We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy.
What about Dr. Chakwas? Oh no. There goes Owen.
Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Sick. Forgot about this. Still kind of has the Mass Effect 1 filter going on. Like a little bit of a grain thing. Maybe that's just consistent. Oh, I forgot you could bump the chairs because we're in 0G.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
What?
The Normandy's dead, just like us if we don't get the hell out of here.
No, we just have to... Oh, no. They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arm.
Joker gets out of that. Anyway, rest in peace, Normandy. And also Shepard. More importantly, we're losing the air in our suit. This is a really, like, grisly death. This is really gruesome. Like, when you think about it, like, suffocating. Well, that's probably actually what it feels like. It just feels like suffocating. And maybe freezing to death. Maybe freezing. Alright. And that's the intro. And somehow we make it out of that scrape. We just barely managed to make it out because we're fucking Master Chief. In the beginning of Halo 3. Oh, these are Shepard's cells.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Welcome to the future, there's no dying. Dying is not allowed in the future. Unless you're some, like, slave or a child molester. Alright. Definitely a bunch of numbers. Alright, there's Shepard from the last game. How do I make this worse? Oh, fuck, I have to start from scratch. I might start from scratch and, like, just keep the key components alive and try and make her as ugly as possible. Like, alright, let's change the hair right quick. No. Should I just look like a corpse? Should I try my best to look like a corpse? It's too lip glossy, I guess. This is fucking like a cow. Not really. Oh my god, gross. I kinda wanna. Oh no. I kind of want to do it. Oh god, I think I'm gonna do it. Oh Christ! All right, I'm gonna change the blush color then. I look like a clown. No. I'm doing her dirty. Iris color's gotta be like bright blue. Just disgusting. I don't even think I have to mold the face too much. Oh, I did her so dirty. I did her so dirty. Honestly, that's fine, I think. Should I give her like a really strong chin? Can you not? can change my class. You know, I kind of like infantry. Oh, and I get access to AI hacking. AI hacking is great. Although I think you're fighting less, like, computer guys, less robots in this game. You still fight the Geth occasionally, but not as often. Get cryo ammo and disruptor ammo. I could just become Caden. Although they only get pistols and submachine. What about infiltrator? Gets pistol, submachine gun, and sniper rifle, and also gets invisibility. I don't think right off the bat though. Oh no, tactical cloak, yeah. Sentinel shit is tech armor, which I mean doesn't sound awful. I really like the sniper rifle. I'm just gonna stick with Sentinel. Alright, and then I get an extra power. Oh, I can get Slam. That's interesting. Or Reeve. Maybe I'll take Slam. Just have it make no sense. I get invisibility and also weird biotic ability. Yeah, fuck it. Slam. This is really weird. I got like a popcorn kernel stuck in my tooth, by the way, just so you know. Just so you know.
Something's wrong. She's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of her surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda. I think she's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. She's not ready yet. Give her the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing.
That's reassuring.
Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal.
Yo, too strong for your medicine.
Too close. You almost lost her.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack.
Going renegade.
Pistol in the locker on the other side of the room.
I'm also gonna look like a robot guy.
Grab the pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard.
Alright,
Grab
chill.
your weapon and armor.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from... Damn it! Those canisters, but keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking
Wow,
security.
I just got a whole bunch of money for nothing. Wait, what? I thought I went... Oh, no, I meant to go... Oh, no, I went Sentinel. I meant to go Infiltrator. Damn, it's a completely different class. I kind of feel like starting again, but... Oh, God. Because I'm good with the sniper rifle in this game. Fuck. Fuck. I think I have to start again. I'm sorry. Just wasted 20 minutes. I don't know if I can skip the cutscenes either. Fucking pain. Fuck. Can't believe I did that. No, yeah, I think I'm justified in doing that. I'm, like, playing on the hardest difficulty. I really like the sniper rifle invisibility combination. If I can still get slammed, that'd be nice, but I doubt it. Redo the character creation too. Maybe this is a chance to make her uglier. Doesn't seem like I can skip this cutscene. I promise I'm trying. I'm definitely skipping all the dialogue with
Shepard
VR
did
and
everything
Joker.
right. More than we could have hoped for. Saving the Citadel, even saving the Council. Humanity has the trust of the entire galaxy. And still, it's not enough.
Our sacrifices have earned the Council's gratitude, but Shepard remains our best hope.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
Also, that's Martin Sheen, Charlie Sheen's father, just FYI. We'll be hearing a lot from him.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Forward is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
get that fire out!
I like Liara's new armor, by the way. Blood.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
So my hair,
Will the Alliance
my
get
hair.
here in time?
The back of the fucking helmet.
I'm not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
You're a bloody idiot.
Get to the damn shuttles! I'll haul Joker's crippled ass out of here. Shepard!
I love
Get the
you.
hell out of here!
Oh, never mind. Who's to save her life? That's fine.
Everybody in! Go, go, go!
It's really unfortunate I can't see that. Can you still see the hair? I think you can. I think that's hair at the bottom.
Mayday! 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 This is SSV Normandy!
It's a speed run.
We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy! Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Whoa, it's the moon of Gorath. Oh. I'm pretty sure one of the DLCs that I definitely have is where you come back and visit the wreck of the Normandy after it crashes. Spoilers.
Come on, Joker. The Normandy's dead, just like us if we don't get the
Can't
hell
skip
out
this
of here.
part.
No, we just have to...
You can skip Joker, but not Shepard.
They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arm!
Nitpick. How does it get blown into a billion million pieces, but then it's all basically on the same place? All of the wreckage. Should be fucking displaced all over this planet, yo. Nitpick. Alright, let's get some money. Mass Effect. Trademark 2. Oh, ain't no skipping the cellular examination.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Commander Shepard is beyond repair. She was really just a bunch of names that we found. Pretty sure she's Australian, right? Alright, second time's a charm. Also, if I didn't mention, I'm playing on the PlayStation 3. All the loading screens are shit. Loading times, rather. And I do not apologize for that. I mean, maybe I do a little. Custom appearance. Here we go. I think I should start from this. Oh, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. No eyebrows. No eyebrows. 0 eyebrows. Yes. I'm so sorry. Bright blush. Maybe a dark blush this time. It's just disgusting. And we're doing her dirty. Perfect. No! Oh, yes. Alright, I'm definitely going Infiltrator this time. And I still have access to Slam, so I'll take it. I definitely did Infiltrator, yeah. Alright, I got a little biotics while I was asleep. A little bit of biotics. Which is probably unnecessary, because I feel like most of the companions you get are biotics. Although I think only Miranda is going to have Slam.
Something's wrong.
She's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of her.
I can skip that, thankfully.
Wake up, Commander.
So now we're
Grab
caught
the
up.
pistol and ammo
Nice.
from the locker. You don't have time
caught
to
up.
wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from... Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow. Get behind cover now.
1 second. Just 1 second. Probably dumb, but now I have access to the center range potentially.
Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol. Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off.
Oh, it's L1 to aim. I don't know if I hate that. Can I switch it? try default for now. Because this PlayStation 3 controller is kind of crap, so... I don't know, maybe I'll try it like this. I just wanted to see if I had the option in case I wanted to switch it back. Oh, hello.
Keep moving, we need to get to the shuttles. Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position. Don't take any chances. Stay in cover while you take out those mechs.
Okay. No, I didn't. I should do this.
System not designed for specialized ammunition. Impact imminent.
This guy's right here. I like this. Everything. I think it's just the drone thing. Just these mechs.
Nice work, Shepard.
I think I'd rather have Slam as
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long.
the mech's distracted. These dead people. Oh, grenade launcher.
Here come the mechs. Use the...
Sleep mode ended.
Take the elevator down one floor. Hurry! Get to the door! Run! You're doing great, Shep. Head to the next room.
Doing Shep.
Shepard, read me. I've got them closing in on my position.
That's nice. I hope you get out of that situation. Sounds dire. What's up, friends? I actually don't think... Is there melee in this? Oh, there totally is. I'm done.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise. Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all this money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
That guy loves money, and he's definitely trustworthy.
Shepard!
Hey!
Help me!
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. This project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old ice queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Hostile!
Hey, Jacob.
Shit! What the hell?
Life force casualty.
Get over
Oh, fuck, I fucked it up. What happens now?
You're done!
Life force casualty.
What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Look, pal, I don't know where I am or how I got here. Plus, my head feels like an overripe melon ready to split open. How about you fill me in a little?
Damn. Yeah, I forgot this is all new to you. Sorry about that. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
What's with the mechs?
Security. Usually they fight for us. Somebody must have hacked them. That should be impossible, unless you've got access. We've got to get you out of here, Shepard.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
I'm having trouble wrapping my head around this.
Yeah, I can imagine. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Oh, that's Paul. Got 2 Paragon? Alright, with the good stuff.
Unit.
No, hold the mech.
Collision proximity warning.
Alright,
Okay.
20 questions.
I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me. How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean, cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it, what they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant, but I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get her out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
So he's like the one responsible for bringing us back, but he's also the one that sabotages the station for some reason. Spoilers, I guess. Like, I guess he... It's definitely a spoiler.
Systems Careful.
Damn it, Wilson.
What kind of gun does he have? He just has a regular pistol.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Careful. Rerouting power south.
Wilson, find us another route out of here. Preferably one that doesn't lead straight.
Oh, God. They found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs,
Really? You
Shepard.
think so?
Shepard, down here!
Wait, what's over here, though? Oh, wait, there's an open loft.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who she was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter her identity in any way, if she's somehow not the woman she used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Nice, thanks for that, Chica. Oh, well,
Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Oh, I forget for a second he's a companion. His overload.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this.
Doesn't answer any
Besides,
questions,
I was
right?
shot. How do you explain that?
I don't care who set up who. Those mechs are shooting at all of us. We'll sort it out later.
We need to find Miranda first. We can't just leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Haven't known her long enough to trust her.
This project was Miranda's baby. She'd never sabotage it.
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few...
You can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
Stun him!
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Fuck. I'm actually used to it being,
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting
more used to it
tense.
being our...
Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Never heard of it. It's so untrue.
I wiped out my share of Cerberus projects when I was a Spectre. Back then they were trying to kill me. Why the change of heart?
Those answers are way above my pay grade. But basically, things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too, but right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
You must have some reason for bringing me back. Tell me what's going on.
All gotta come from the boss, Shepard. As soon as we're safe. We're almost at the shuttle.
I got $1 million.
You've been spotted. Taking heavy fire!
Okay.
Excuse me. Requesting assistance. Unit member offline. Hostile forces have engaged.
Nice. I remember the puzzles in this game being fucking painful.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus
That's
project
Wilson.
will proceed as planned.
I know Wilson. Oh no, this fucking puzzle. Thankfully I'm a speedrunner. That puzzle brings back fucking awful memories. Thankfully this you can sprint whenever now. It's not just when you're in combat.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Good instincts. Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Oh, hell yeah, girl.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
Alright, rest in peace.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Oh. BioWare. Cheeky bastard. This is the introduction of these little shuttles that also just work like spaceships, but they're for
Before you meet with the elusive
5
man,
people.
we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
This is a waste of time. I feel as good as ever.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. Tough environment, no parents. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
No way I was gonna let those slaver bastards send me running.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call.
Oh, that was his name?
Why did you leave him behind?
Being in command means that sometimes you give orders knowing that your people are gonna die. That can't affect your decisions. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
Shepard, think back to the Citadel, after the Alliance saved the Destiny Ascension and you killed Saren. What happened next?
Humanity was offered a spot on the Council. I recommended Ambassador Udina for the position.
Yes, Ambassador Udina is now Counselor Udina. He's done an admirable job of representing humanity's interests.
Not sure he's done enough for humanity, but I guess that's politics for you.
Your memory seems solid. There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough. The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
So Saren was 2183, so now it's 2185. What year was Shepard born? Just kind of curious. Would that be under humanity? I think that would be under humanity. $21.54, so now we're 31 years old. Yeah? Yeah. Roughly 30% of children born in Singapore after element zero exposure suffer from cancerous growths. Systems Alliance begins settlement of Earth's first extrasolar colony world, the planet Demeter. Where's that? Are they not going to talk to me until after the
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
I think that is true.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
I'll wait until after the elusive man. I'm going to customize my gear and spend some time talking to the two of them, probably.
Commander Shepard.
What's up,
Elusive
dummy?
man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
From what I hear, I cost you a fortune. Why'd you do it?
For the defense and preservation of humanity. I didn't spend 2 years and billions of credits bringing you back to serve as a common soldier. But humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Alright, so Renegade Shep is, like, really willing to work with Cerberus for some reason, regardless of what happened in the last game, and there was a lot of fucked up shit that Cerberus did in the last game. So, I mean, I guess we're gonna go with that, because in this game you kind of have to go with, like, the dialogue choice of... in the last game, too, I guess, because I couldn't get Saren to kill himself. I had Max Intimidate. I guess I needed more Renegade. But I just have to be really willing to work with Cerberus on this one, which is fine. Because it actually, if you follow it all the way to the end, the final decision of the game, it kind of leads to a big old mistake that, I mean, Shepard doesn't, like, actually... I'm going to stop talking, actually. But it leads down a bad path if you're really willing to work with Cerberus.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention.
How many human colonies could we have? Like hundreds of thousands? I mean, I guess, like, a population... I mean, like, a colony, like, after a couple of decades would have, like, a couple of million people. That's what it seems like, but... I don't know. How many colonies could we actually have?
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique, not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
I didn't kill one. That was Joker, actually. Alright, well, anyway.
If you're after the Reapers, just point me in the right direction.
Miranda was worried you'd be resistant. She's not usually wrong. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
I'll get what you're looking for and be back before you know it.
For now.
Good to hear it. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
If you're fighting a mysterious threat, why you bring back one guy and not an army? If you had the choice. I mean, I guess you need someone to investigate, but like... It's a weird choice, I will say. Let's read about Freedom's Progress, everybody. Do I have access to everybody yet? Nope, but I will take... Incinerate Operative.
Freedom's Progress colony was once a typical Alliance settlement, but following complete communications blackout and its apparent destruction, is now a lightning rod for anxiety and dread in the galactic human community. The communications blackout followed an upgrade of the colony's small military force, supplemented by mechs and security drones, with high-powered, tower-mounted Guardian lasers. Colonists complained about construction cost overruns, delays, noise, and damage to the local environment. They also feared the defense array could be seen as provocative to their world's neighbors. Such fears may not have been baseless. Authorities have still offered no explanation for the communications blackout, fueling rumors of plagues, natural disasters, or a cult-inspired mass suicide. Located in strategically insignificant space, Freedom's Progress colony had once offered residents spectacular rainbows, lush marshlands, and stunning mountain ranges. Its potential as an agricultural settlement and tourism wonderland rivaled that of any alliance.
Epic. I kind of want to also hear about the elusive man.
The reclusive tycoon calling...
also Cerberus.
Immediately following the First Contact War, an anonymous extranet manifesto warned that an alien attempt at human genocide was inevitable. The manifesto called for an army, a Cerberus, to guard against invasion through the Charon Relay. Derided as survivalist rhetoric written by an elusive man, the manifesto and its anonymous author soon fell off the media radar. But in 2165, terrorists stole antimatter from the SSV Geneva. The sole figure arrested named his sponsor Cerberus. Throughout the 2160s and 2170s, alleged Cerberus agents assassinated politicians, sabotaged starships bearing Ezo, and conducted nightmarish experiments on aliens and humans. Denounced as human supremacist, Cerberus calls itself human survivalist. Counter-terror experts speculate Cerberus may have changed leadership with its recent shift to stockpiling ships, agents, and weapons. Whether he, she, or they, the elusive man hides his finances hidden behind shell companies. Few doubt he will kill anyone attempting to expose him.
So there actually is, like, comic books based on the elusive man. I'm gonna like wait. It seems as though Cerberus actually works like with the Alliance behind the scenes. It's weird that they don't say that specifically, but Cerberus is definitely linked to Terra Firma, the Terra Firma Party, which is like a political party that is like trying to take over Earth. It's like, you know, like Democrat and Republican. They're space racists. They just believe aliens are evil. And Cerberus is definitely linked to that shit, or it was.
The reclusive tycoon calling himself the elusive man is a human nationalist focused on advancing human interests, whatever the cost to non-humans. The Citadel Council regards him as a fanatic, posing a serious threat to galactic security. A mysterious maverick, to say the least, the elusive man heads the Cerberus network. Dubbed the Elusive Empire by investigators, Cerberus is an allegedly untraceable syndicate of private intelligence agencies, biotics laboratories, engineering and scientific research teams, and lucrative front companies. Branded a terrorist and seditionist organization by authorities, Cerberus is the only human power base other than the Terra Firma Party, strong enough to embarrass, if not threaten, the Council and its human representatives.
Nice. Okay, let's talk to Miranda.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
What's the matter, Lawson? Worried you're not his favorite anymore?
I've proven my value to the elusive man. Let's hope you're able to do the same.
Are you naturally this bitchy, or is it just me?
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for.
Can we fight?
Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Are we gonna fight?
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Terminus Systems is outside of Citadel space, so it's lots of pirates, lots of alien races that are like exiled from the Citadel.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
Oh, she's gonna say she wanted to put a control chip in my brain, I think.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No. The elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it, or we can do it.
Oh, I didn't customize my armor. I'll do that before I talk to Jacob, so I don't forget. Casual. Ooh, right. I'm just gonna look exactly like Dr. Chakwas, but I kind of want to. This is just gross. This is like, I mean, I guess I could do this. I kind of hate this, but maybe I'll start as Dr. Chakwas, and if I don't like it, I'll go to this one. It's just gonna be like what we look like when we're walking around the ship. Oh my God! Please no. There's backstory. Oh no. No. No more. Oh, that's right. You have to buy. You can change the material, but you have to buy the actual different legs and arms and shoulder armor. You can change. Yeah, you can change the color, which I'm definitely gonna do. I usually go this. I like this, like blood red. This is like gold. The hell is this? Like purple. Yo, I don't hate that. Oh, shiny purple though. Oh, I think I gotta go shiny purple. I don't want that. Big ol' for me. I guess that just gray. Just weird as hell.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
Cerberus gave me my body back. That's worth giving them a chance. One chance.
But you're still not convinced. Do you trust me, Commander?
You're part of Cerberus. I'll be keeping an eye on you, too.
Fair enough. I can't expect you to trust me just because I ask you. I'll just have to earn that trust.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
You said you served in the Alliance.
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council. But nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
They also kill people if they find out too much about Cerberus.
That's all for now.
Yes, ma'am.
And they tried to bring back the Rachni. Sort of. This is everything I got from the whole mission. Okay, cool. Nice. Thank you, David. That's the elusive man's name, David. Hater. At least the loading screens are like actually relevant to what's going on most of the time. I appreciate that. So even if they're long, they're always giving you something to look at.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappeared. We've got no target to go after.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
We're gonna find out who did this and take them down. Nothing gets in our way. Am I clear?
Perfectly, Commander.
Good to have you here, Shepard.
Thanks, sweetie. I think I'm romancing Jacob. It's either Jacob or Thane. But I think I've already romanced Thane. I remember having to, like... Alright, so... I have new weapons. Oh, I have... Oh, baby! But I only have 10 bullets? That sucks. Alright. I know I'm just fighting robots this whole time, so let's just preemptively put this on everything. Well, I think I'm just using those, so this is fine. Jacob's got a shotgun.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Oh, Miranda's a sentinel. I didn't even know. I think that's her class.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Fuck, I love bunny.
That sounds like generous specs.
Strange. True resistance with a safe.
Requesting assistance. Careful.
So I think I have to switch it to reverse R1 and R2. Yes. This guy's on the ground, isn't he?
Change weapons!
I guess that means eventually he'll blow up.
weapons.
Lost shield.
Shoot them before they take out your shield.
Shotgun!
There's another one? Okay. I think the checkpoints are more forgiving in this game, thankfully. But alright. Fuck. That hurt. Kinda like headshot one of those mechs like right at the start. Just take one of them out in one shot. And I think if you headshot a mech, they also explode. Oh yeah, checkpoints are way more forgiving. I already forgot how this game worked.
Security systems were disabled as they
Incoming!
Fucking dumb little...
Shoot them before they take out the shield.
Tag!
Someone's gotta get rid of them.
That one.
Oh, there's another one over there. Why?
Forces have engaged.
Have a nice trip!
Impact event.
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as humans.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone.
Okay. It seems like now I'm used to it the other way. I don't know. I don't want to like switch back and forth on the hardest difficulty, so I'll just stick with the regular, the default for now. Oh my god, I fucking hate this puzzle.
They've seen us.
Oh, friend, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. Oh my god. I was holding the ability button, but it wasn't doing anything. It also didn't say I died. It said I had a little bit of health left. Oh, this is from... Oh, come on. Oh, no. Okay, so the checkpoints make me weak in the knees, actually.
Strange. Security systems.
Aim shot.
Impact in off. Status failure.
Up front!
How's Miranda? Is that... Miranda, what the fuck are you doing? Are you all the way over there? Maybe I should do that. Force you guys to stay there, and I'll stay back and snipe. Jesus Christ. Is insanity too hard? Or do I just suck right now? Painful, by the way. Okay, never mind. Whatever gives them more health.
Sounds like sensor specs.
We're disabled at the other.
Taking cover.
Heading to cover.
Are you though? Are you?
On target.
Requesting.
You're done.
To the right.
Man, it's so not fair.
Shoot them before they take out your shields.
Really?
Unit member offline.
Rabbit wouldn't be any further, huh?
Authorized for initial force.
Fuck. Okay, I think I'm dead again.
Rerouting power. Rerouting power. Critical
And there's still one more. Which I'm definitely gonna die to. Oh, Miranda and Jacob are dead. Okay, this is going super well. And incinerate the wall.
Those mechs should have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
At least saving doesn't take any time. Thank Christ, it took so long in the last game. Oh, I fucked up. Okay, fine.
They've seen us.
Impact event.
Enemy down.
Okay, that's where I died.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this.
Tally?
Wait. Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Tali, Zora, you served on my ship. You know what I do to people who threaten me.
Praza, tell your team to put their weapons away.
Damn it, Tali, this is bullshit. Why would your own commander work for Cerberus?
I don't know. But if this is Shepard, I don't know. Shepard would have a reason.
I know Cerberus has a bad past, but they're the only group investigating these missing colonies. The Council turned its back on humanity. I haven't.
Tali, you aren't seriously considering trusting Cerberus.
I'm not trusting anyone, Praza. But we're going to need help searching the area. One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Everyone else is dead. What makes you think Vitor survived?
We saw him when we landed.
You saw him? Then why isn't he with you already?
Vitor was injured, and he was always, nervous.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
You should head back to your ship, Tali. We'll let you know when we find Vitor.
Like hell. I'm not letting Cerberus take over.
Neither am I, Praza. I don't want to fight you, Shepard. But I can't just let Cerberus handle this. Besides, we need to work together. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony.
Alright.
We'll circle around the far
convinced.
side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Well,
Agreed.
What the hell is going
we work
on?
together to get to Vitor.
I mean, she's just gonna... They're just gonna convince me otherwise, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say forget it.
You expect us to do all the dirty work while you sneak in and grab Vitor? Not likely.
We're better equipped for a frontal assault than they are, Commander.
If we don't work together, we're not going to get past those mechs. We're moving out. If you want your answers, get to that warehouse.
The Quarians are an unexpected variable. They could help us, but I'd hope to keep an eye on them.
I bet they're saying the same thing about us.
See what my renegade looks like right now.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
Ready.
Ready. Oh, fuck.
Taking heavy fire!
I wish I knew it was you. I wouldn't have made fun of you.
Requesting assistance.
Imagine doing that puzzle, but like a lot. Like a lot.
Use overload on them.
Okay.
Enemy down! There we go!
Okay. Love that. I should try go inside that building. Jesus.
Use...
Impressive!
Gotta take cover.
Yeah!
Yes!
On guard!
There we go!
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Oh, so they actually do try and betray us regardless of what we do. But they end up getting fucked up for spoilers.
Taking heavy fire! Here we go!
Many of these guys, dude.
There we go.
Hurry, Shepard. We're inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Grabbing cover! Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door. Never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
I really should have saved. That was kind of dumb on my part.
Overload will take out their
I didn't know you spawned. That makes me very happy. Get up, get on up.
Clear the blast zone!
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Alright, Tals. Rest in peace to Tali's squad. There's literally no wounded except for that one guy.
This should come in handy.
Where is this guy? says talk to Vitor.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Oh, so the mechs were him.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Great. We come all this way and our only witness is a babbling idiot.
Swarms coming. Storm coming. Storm of swarms. Mechs. You're not one of them. You're human. They didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers
money?
somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We finally find a witness, and he's so off his nut he can't even tell us what he saw.
But he did.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the Elusive Man. Grab the Quarren and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
I think that data ends up being bullshit.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like
You're
old
not
times.
even gonna take Vitor and go
I'm
home.
still trying to accept that you're even alive, and you're with Cerberus. I've got responsibilities now. I've got a mission of my own. I can't walk away from that. Not even for you.
The people at Cerberus won't hurt him, Tally. You have my word. But we need that information, and it's clear the Quarians don't want to share.
Damn it, Shepard! I trusted you!
He'll be fine. We promise. But we have to find out all we can about the Collectors.
What? No. I don't understand.
We need a pickup. Have a medbay standing by.
Good luck, Shepard. I hope what you get from Vitor is worth it.
I hope that doesn't bite me later. I feel like it might. Or come back to bite me, is the saying. Maybe.
Shepard, Good work on Freedom's progress.
You saved the colonists.
Unfortunately, the Quarian you brought back didn't give us any useful information. He's too far gone. He'll be returned to the migrant fleet. But more importantly, you confirmed the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Tell me what you know about these Collectors.
They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the Collectors getting from these deals?
The Collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens.
So they use money?
And then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before. And the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
The Collectors are definitely a human enemy. But how do we know there's a connection to the Reapers?
Their focus shifted to humanity only after you and the human fleet destroyed Sovereign. The abductions are related, even if the Alliance and the Council refuse to believe it. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
I hate waiting, but I'll need a team. A good one.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the Collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
So he's basically like just explained the entirety of the game to us. It's collecting. It's getting together a squad to go through the relay. And we also have to find a way to get through the relay, but that'll happen. But the whole game is just getting a squad together to go on basically the suicide mission. Yeah.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you could convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
It's actually optional to do that. I'm totally gonna do it. You don't get anything out of it, but you get to visit the Citadel.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Liara T'Soni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Alright, fuck.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's progress.
She kinda hates you.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead.
Turian?
Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
That's a hard turn for Rex, but I guess he was trying to do that before we met him. But it seemed like it was like hundreds of years before we met him.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Mordin Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Sounds good. And what else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
The Joker.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
And now he walks around.
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky. With a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this.
There's all terrorist
They all
stuff.
told me last night.
I think this is the Normandy, but bigger also. Which is cool. Like a bigger Normandy.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Yeah, the space survivor. Like that Cerberus colors too. Logo and everything. First place we go to the sea. Okay, so if memory serves, we get a... I'm going to talk to everybody on the ship at least once, but if memory serves, we get the choice of either going to, like, one of three places. We can go pick up Grunt, who's the Krogan companion. We could go to the Citadel to try and talk to the Council. We also talk to Udina. And if I have all the DLCs, then we get a companion there, too. Or we can go to Omega and talk against Warden Solus, and also two other guys. You can get Archangel and Zaid if I have all the DLCs. So I'm definitely going to save Omega for last. Or not definitely, but I actually haven't decided. I'm going to talk to everybody here first. Everybody wants... I know that everybody wants us to go to Omega and talk to some more.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Well, that's a nice opinion you have there, stupid.
You still don't get it, do you? You're not in charge of this mission. I am.
Operative Lawson makes a valid point, Shepard. Without the Professor, any encounter with the Collectors would result in failure.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Shut that thing down. I don't want it on my ship.
Have I offended?
Shepard spent a great deal of time fighting rogue AI. Geth, mostly. Plus that incident with the Alliance's Hannibal system on Luna.
Who
Your
actually
distrust
is
is logical,
Edie.
Shepard. Unlike the irrational mistrust of most humans. However, I am no threat to you or anyone else. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew.
You see
They're
other
at their
dudes
stations
there.
awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Oh, I sure as shit will. Oh, you don't get access to the tech lab until you get more. Tech lab is upgrades. Okay, so I do have all the, or I have most of the DLCs. Kasumi Goto. What else do I get? Obviously Zaid. If I have Kasumi. Master Thief is Kasumi. Citadel. Oh, also Jack. But where's Zaid? Do I not have Zaid? Because that's kind of fucked. Where's Zaid? Come on, you gotta give me Zaid. That's really not cool. Zaid is a DLC companion who I've fucking played with every time I've played this game. And Kasumi is also a DLC companion. She's here, but Zaid is not. I mean, not like either of them are like great. I mean, Kasumi is better than Zaid, but that's not even really true. Fuck, that's fucked up. That's super fucked up, actually. I might try and do something about that. So maybe I'll start with going to the Citadel, and maybe I'll just end it there. Try and figure out what the fuck's going on with that. That's super fucked up. Zaid! Why would they not include Zaid?
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I handle my own business.
I understand. I won't bother you unless it's important. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound.
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
I don't need you analyzing me, yeoman.
Yes, ma'am. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
I'm really bent out of shape about Zaid. It's kind of not cool.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
I don't trust them. We still need to move ahead, but it's all too convenient.
Maybe you're right. I guess it's hard to argue when they install an AI to spy on us. We're staying though, right? I mean, the seat is real leather.
Good to see you're keeping it all in perspective, Joker.
Leather?
Yes, Shepard.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
Christ.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields.
I don't think that ever happens
or
for us.
I can put their fusion plant in meltdown.
That's cool.
On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more
Do you have a
about...
specific inquiry?
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Yo, can I get decontaminated real quick? Oh, this is so beautiful that I can run around. Alright, so Jacob is this way. Miranda's upstairs.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
I think I'm going to be nice to him. Because I think we're going to romance. I think we're going to do a little something special.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the Elusive Man walks his talk. And you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
I did not pick one Paragon option. I mean, I guess I did. Hello. That's the engine. Okay. I think there's actually a couple of things you can do.
Commander, you received a new message at your private terminal.
I don't give a shit, Kelly. I know there are those two engineers that are down there. I guess I'll talk to them. I think that's the only people who are down there. For now. Oh, the load times, though. The load times. Something I gotta take into consideration. Wow.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I didn't hear an officer on deck. I run this ship military. You two think this is all a joke?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, no, ma'am.
Won't happen again, ma'am.
At ease. Who are you?
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Where'd you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, that weasel Udina backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you she...
Alright, now I guess we'll go and try and talk to Lawson, but I feel like Lawson is not going to talk to us. I have a sneaking suspicion Lawson's not going to talk to us. There's also the chef that we can talk to here. But whatever. Oh, and also Dr. Chakwas. Forgot about Chakwas. I think she asked you to grab her something from the Citadel.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Yo, she's gonna die.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm so...
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Listen, one of us is gonna have to take off our outfit here.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice Brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
I'm getting her that fucking bottle.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Miss Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals?
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks.
Literally.
Through the cracks.
It's catching the shit that comes out of my asshole.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
Do you have everything you need?
I make do, but have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
I'm gonna do it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I won't take any more of your time.
No, that'll
Back to
literally be the
work.
last time I ever talk to you, actually. Maybe after I give you back the ingredients, but then that's it, homie.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
What exactly are your duties aside from keeping an eye on me?
I'm the Elusive Man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the Elusive Man, updating our status.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. We keep our ranks and structure similar to the Alliance. A lot of our recruits started there, but not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals.
Terra
Protect
firma,
humanity
guys.
and serve its advancement.
It's a bunch of terra firma racists.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you.
By the way.
Well, you should probably know
asshole.
that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
It sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Yeah, she did a big turn there. From being a suspicious dickwad to very opening. I guess that's fair. Anyway, we're gonna go to the Citadel, do a couple of things there, and then I think that's gonna be it. Because I want to figure out if I can get Zaid or not. I think I might just have to sign into the EA store, the EA. I might have to sign into my EA account, make one or whatever. But I want Zaid, and I think that also might get me another DLC too, which I know I have not gotten so yet. The Arrival. Actually, it doesn't seem like I have anything besides Kasumi now that I think about it, because a lot of the stuff would have, like...
Commander, there's a message waiting at your private terminal. I believe it's from Admiral Anderson.
Oh, Anderson wants me to meet him on the Citadel. Blood Dragon armor. Oh, Overlord. Okay, that's a DLC. And then Kasumi. But not... Zaid, my guy. My favorite guy. Oh, it starts us in Omega. But I'll see you right, you can probe planets, and you have to buy fuel. Forgot about that. I'll fill up. I have a lot of money. So this whole section of space is where the last game took place. And so this game is taking place literally every other spot in the galaxy besides. Or every other part. So let's hit up the Citadel first. We will recruit the Master Thief. There's 13 million people living on that. It's 13 million. Homies living on the Citadel. Humans and aliens. Weirdly, that's a part of the Citadel you have access to in the last game, but not in this game. Ooh. Thankfully, in this game, when you land on a planet, you don't have to like leave the Normandy to actually get to the planet. So just straight from the galaxy map, you can start a mission. Why was that a thing? Oh, I wonder which ones.
Commander Shepard, enter the password and receive a free gift. Got problems with collectors? Try Kasumi's credit services.
That's way too specific. Gunnery Chief.
Commander Shepard,
like that
we
Ashley
have
Williams.
the finest companions waiting for you. Please tell me your password, Commander Shepard.
You know who I am, Kasumi. I'm not here to play games.
I heard you were hardcore, Shep, but I figured you'd be up for some intrigue. Kasumi Goto, at your service. But you apparently already knew that.
What's with the password and the sneaking around? Are you in trouble or something?
I'm the best thief in the business, not the most famous. Need to watch my step to keep it that way. I also needed to make sure all this was legit. And I have no doubts now. You're the real Commander Shepard.
What makes you so sure?
There's a certain aura about you. Like you've seen things no one else has. Even without knowing what you looked like, I knew it was you.
Has Cerberus filled you in on the mission?
Honestly, I'm shocked they didn't come to see me sooner. My fault for being hard to find, I guess.
What brought you to Cerberus?
That's a bit of a story. Short version, they were looking for me, so I trailed them to find out why. Turns out they were looking for someone to join you on an important mission, and were offering a serious signing bonus. I had a thing I needed help with, so I made them a deal. And here we are.
I assume this deal is something I should know about.
Yeah, I guess it slipped their minds. I'm looking for my old partner's gray box. A man named Donovan Hawk took it, and I'm planning to get it back.
I assume a gray box is some kind of hardware.
It's a neural implant. Illegal in most places. Stores memories, thoughts, secret codes, illicit information. This one in particular belonged to my partner, Keiji Okuda. We worked together for a long time, before Hawk killed him.
What do you know about Donovan Hawk?
Mr. Hawk is a well-respected businessman. Arms dealer, murderer, generally not a great guy. His mansion's famous for being hard to crack, but I have a way in, and I think you're gonna love it.
I doubt Hawk's the kind of guy who takes kindly to people sneaking into his house.
I always expect trouble. That's why you're here.
What's this heist you're planning?
Not here, Shepard. You'll get a briefing when the time comes. I need time to nail down the details anyway. I've taken the liberty of getting you some evening wear, though. You want to look presentable.
Tell me about this former partner of yours.
His name was Keiji Okuda, the best hacker and entryman I've ever known. Unfortunately, he slipped up and made himself infamous. He stole something he shouldn't. He warned me it was bad, something that could spark interstellar war if it got out. That information got him killed.
What could he have found that's so bad?
He wouldn't say what it was, just that it was dangerous. He said if it got out, humanity would be in trouble. He encrypted it, wrapped it up in his own memories. To decode the information, you have to sift through all the time we spent together. Now those memories are all that's left of him.
If the information's deadly, we have to keep it out of the wrong hands.
Donovan Hawk is the last man I'd want holding this information.
If that's what Cerberus promised you, we'll get it done.
It'll be fun. And if we're lucky, you won't even have to draw your gun. We should probably wrap this up. You look pretty silly standing there talking to an advertisement. See you on the ship, Shepard.
Alright, there's one. One companion, easy enough. We have the same ability.
This recruits is a 20-kilo ferrous slug. Feel the weight! Every 5 seconds, the main gun of an Everest-class dreadnought accelerates 1 to...
Can I help you, ma'am?
It's been a couple years since I passed through here. Security seems to have tightened a bit.
After the Geth attack, there was a review of security protocol. A few minor changes were made to reduce the risk of Geth infiltration. We apologize for the inconvenience.
You'd think a Geth would stand out.
Assumptions are dangerous. Be alert, be safe.
Thanks for your time.
Next.
This recruits is a 20-kilo ferrous slug. Feel the weight! Every 5 seconds.
Obviously, security has tightened since you were last here.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think? Yeah, okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think you're... dead.
I'm getting that everywhere. It's a pain in the ass. Who do I talk to about...
Our station commander is just beyond the scanners. Out and to the right. He can reinstate your IDs.
You'll have to make him scream a little. He's not gonna tell you everything just because you ask.
I know, sir.
If you don't have the stomach or you're worried about being reported, I can take care of it.
No, sir. I can handle it.
Oh.
Yes, I see the problem already, Commander Shepard. My console says you're dead.
You don't change it. Anonymity's useful on my current mission.
Sure, you're a goddamn hero. It's not like we have to worry about you smuggling guns in or something.
Really?
I just put a block in the system. Officially, you still don't exist. And you won't get hassled by the security checkpoints. You should head up to the Presidium, though. The Council would probably like to know that one of their lost Spectres is still kicking.
What's the easiest way to get to the Presidium from down here?
Head back through the security checkpoint and take a public shuttle.
I will. Having access to the Council and the Spectre's resources would be useful.
Yeah. The Council can get anything. Best thing about working CSEC is that any equipment, information, or money you need, you get. Anyway, something else you need? Or can I get back to work?
I overheard your conversation. Make him scream a little?
This isn't a Presidium. All they have to worry about are protesters outside their free speech zones or someone's poodle crapping on the grass.
Poodle?
Down here, we have drugs, organized crime, and murder. Policing a ward is like policing New York City. Sometimes you have to work outside the Council's rulebook.
Alright, fam.
I need to talk to the Council. How can I get...
Head through the
I should be
security...
going.
I did not mean to do that.
You need
I actually
anything
kinda wanna
else,
keep
let me
talking
know.
to him.
Yes?
Last time I was here, there were no human captains in CSEC.
The CSEC took a lot of casualties when the Geth boarded the Presidium. The Special Response Division was hard hit. They stopped turning their noses up at human resumes. They needed bodies in uniform, and we had the most experienced bodies.
You can't ask him about joining CSEC anymore? What happened to that?
Tell me about this place.
All the wards are more or less multicultural, but the other four are dominated by Asari, Turians, or Solarians. In Zakira, we've got major enclaves of Volus, Elcor, and Hanar. There's also a human commercial zone at Shinakiba. We've got a few Krogan walking around, and I think I saw a Quarian the other day.
I need to talk to the Council.
Head through the security checkpoint and take a public
It looks like
shot.
most of the damage from Sovereign's attack has been repaired.
The Presidium was pretty shot up. Of course, they fixed that first. All the wards got hit with debris when the ship exploded. Most of the damage was superficial, and the Keepers got things restored fast. Tasery Ward got the worst. A big chunk hit near the Dillanaga concert hall. They're still clearing wreckage and trying to get power restored.
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know. Yes?
How'd you end up working on the Citadel?
I started with the Alliance way back when, but the traveling was killing me. It's a shitty life if you're trying to raise a family, seeing your kids every 6 months. I joined CSEC so I could stay in one place and put down roots.
You like life here on the Citadel?
Life here is good. A hell of a lot different than life back on Earth. I miss the food mostly. You just can't get sockeye salmon here on the station.
You ever get back there?
Earth, every couple of years, less and less all the time. But when I finish my stint with CSEC, there's a nice little place in the foothills I'm going to retire to. Not that I'm retiring anytime soon.
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know.
Alright. Wait, did he say back out and go to the fast travel thing? I think I should probably do that, although I do have a lot of money, and I gotta get Dr. Chakwas.
I hear this is the best place for food on Zakera Ward.
Oh, is this the stuff that the guy wanted? It's like 500, so fuck it.
You heard wrong. This is the best place for food on the whole damn city.
Shepard, are you looking to continue your education?
Yes.
It's one thing to know how to shoot a gun, but do you have the career skills to deploy and manage today's high-tech network infrastructures?
That's so
the
fair,
Henley
actually.
Technical Institute can help. Courses available to our extranet site.
Alright, we're gonna go into the shop
those
and I'll
lakes
fast
up on
travel
the
to the
Presidium
Presidium.
are filled with fish.
Good day, my friends. Welcome to the Citadel.
I'd like to buy something.
My apologies. I do not make sales. I'm here to answer questions and process returns and exchanges. To make a purchase, browse our electronic catalog over there.
These stores are owned by the Citadel, right?
That's correct. Citadel Souvenirs outlets are owned by the Council government. The profits generated by sales are used to maintain the station. We offer an assortment of decorations suitable for display in your personal quarters.
An accuser of classism.
You know, for a bunch of cheap touristy crap, your prices are pretty high.
I am sorry you feel that way. There are many stores on the Citadel. Perhaps another would be more in your price range.
So you're saying I'm poor? Just because I'm not as well off as you doesn't mean you can hold yourself above me.
What?
You want a bullet, bitch?
No,
Hey, everyone! This store discriminates against the poor.
Please, calm down. As an apology, I'll let you have my station employee discount. Is that acceptable?
Well, alright. But you still hurt my feelings.
Please, enjoy your shopping experience.
Lord, I love free Renegade and Space Hamster. Oh, Lord, Space Hamster. What did you just say? I'll do the fish for now, because I know there's a weird thing that it involves the Space Hamster. There's like a weird little Easter egg.
So do you want to get one of the fish, or maybe a model ship?
How is a model ship?
I wonder what a Presidium fish would taste like. I'm telling you, there are no fish up there. I hear an Erdnot went up there once. and Erdnot on the Presidium. That'd be the day.
That happened. That was my guy. That was my little man. Wow, you have access to a lot of the Zakera Ward right now. Oh, but only the Zakera Ward in this game. And I guess the Presidium. But I think the Presidium is just going to be the one room. Yep.
This meeting would be more productive if Udina was to join us.
Counselor Udina isn't available. But as his top advisor, I speak with his full authority and approval. Shepard will be here and... Oh, Commander. We were just talking about you.
You said you wanted to meet with me. I didn't realize they'd be here too.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
We called this meeting so you could explain your actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his Geth.
Saren wasn't the one commanding the Geth. It was the Reaper Sovereign.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. We have dismissed that claim.
Shepard, no one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign. I believe you. But without evidence from another source, the others think Saren was behind the Geth attacks.
They just told me that Vigil was destroyed.
Go back to Ilos and talk to Vigil. Or just look at what's left of Sovereign. It's obvious the technology is more advanced than ours.
The hologram on Ilos is no longer functional, and we have found nothing to suggest that Sovereign was not a Geth creation.
You saw that.
The Geth are capable of remarkable technological achievements. This is probably why Saren recruited them.
How do you know that?
This Reaper theory proves just how fragile your mental state is. You are being manipulated. By Cerberus, and before them, by Saren.
Saren was an organic. The Geth would never accept him as their leader. They only followed him because he was Sovereign's agent.
Saren was a compelling and charismatic individual. He convinced the Geth the Reapers were real, just as he convinced you.
It was part of his plan to attack the Citadel. The Reapers are just a myth, one you insist on perpetuating.
We believe that you believe it, but that doesn't make it true.
The elusive man warned me. He said you're all too stupid and scared to see the truth.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far.
Arrest me, bitch.
Shepard is a hero. If Counselor Udina were here, he wouldn't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise. Not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
What does that mean? Will I need to start filing reports?
That won't be necessary. This is a show of good faith on our part.
We cannot become involved in an investigation regarding the missing colonies in the Terminus systems, but Spectre reinstatement shows our support of you personally.
Take your offer and cram it up your ass. I didn't need your help to stop Sovereign, and I don't need it now.
We've tried to be reasonable.
A tactic that has been misplaced. If your actions become a threat to the security of Council space, we will take action.
Watch your step, Shepard. You've been warned.
Watch your step, Shepard.
Well, that didn't go as well as I had hoped.
Bureaucrats and politicians aren't gonna stop the Reapers.
True enough. Don't worry about the Council or the Alliance. I'll find some way to keep them off your back. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as you keep to the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard. What are you doing here?
Not used to seeing ghosts, Udina?
I'd heard you were alive, of course, but I didn't expect to see you back on the Citadel.
I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
You went to the Council behind my back. Do the words political shitstorm mean anything to you?
I didn't just meet with the Council. They offered to reinstate me as a Spectre, and I told them where to shove it.
Are you trying to start an interstellar war? What the hell is wrong with you? This is all on you, Anderson. You're done here. Understand? Finished.
What an ass.
Will Udina find a way to get rid of you over this?
I should be so lucky. But once he cools off, he'll probably decide to keep me around. Besides, the Council won't have any official records of our meeting, and they won't want to go public with the results. If I get fired, people will ask questions. So he'll keep me on and just sweep this whole mess under the rug.
How have the last couple years treated you?
Working for Udina isn't how I planned to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
This makes a lot of sense.
Forget Udina and the Council. Join my crew and help me stop the collectors.
You still say that to him even if he's a council?
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here. The front line. That's got to be yours.
How long did it take to get this place back up to speed after the battle?
Still counting. The main areas of commerce and the most populated wards are complete. But estimates for total restoration are sitting around 5 years. The Keepers always surprise us, though. It's like our repairs are annoying. We'll put up an ugly new bulkhead, and in a few days, they've made it seamless. We never really thought of them as heavy lifters, and I have no idea where they get the resources. But we'd never get done without them.
I'm surprised no one can tell Sovereign isn't Geth technology. Didn't they examine the wreckage?
We don't have much to look at. Pieces of it rained all over the station. It was chaos, with who knows how many species combing the wards for their dead. We secured as much of it as we could. But between the Keepers and a whole lot of unauthorized salvage, there's no way to account for even half of that thing. Another reason why they don't want to acknowledge what Sovereign was.
Last I knew, we were still fighting holdouts.
Here and there. But they are increasingly disorganized. It's long since stopped being called a war. More like cleanup. Not that you can ever discount them. But we haven't had serious casualties for months. A civilian ship will spot an enclave and we send in a squad to clear it. They're not quite the boogeymen they used to be.
What happened to Gunnery Chief Williams after the Normandy was destroyed?
Operations Chief Williams is still with the Alliance, but she's working on a special mission. It's classified. I can't say any more. Not while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here. Just do me a favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
Hey, how you doing over there? Nice human hands.
The Destiny Ascension has completed its 20-colony victory cruise.
That's so nice for it. I guess I'm done. Yeah, I'm gonna try and figure out if I can get the rest of these DLCs off screen. Before next Saturday, which is probably definitely gonna be on Wednesday. Alright, today's Monday? Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Wednesday I'll be back doing this. Hopefully I'll get the rest of the DLCs. If not, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I will be a little miffed if I lose out on Zaid, but not really the arrival. Yeah, alright, I'll see you on Wednesday.